Fallout New Vegas, getting started, part 2 of my series of videos of how I usually get started. I'm not going to do too much briefing, because you really should have just watched part 1. I don't know why you would skip to part 2, kind of defeats the purpose, but let's be quick about it. Started from Goodsprings, and worked our way past Gene skydiving, all the way up, avoiding Sloan, because we don't need to go there, Deathclaws, and now we're here by Neil Shack in Black Mountain. Our next checkpoint will be the Grub and Gulp. Now, I advise that you wait until it's about 9-ish. So I'll wait an hour just to be sure. Because at a certain time, around nightfall, the super mutants on the east side, they will be heading up the mountain. So you'll be able to avoid them. And the Deathclaws should be snoozing away. Now, make sure you're sneaking. Again, like I said in part 1, your sneak does not have to be very high to do this. At level 1, it's not always going to be very high. Mine was 14 or 15. Right now it's 24. So, just be careful. I'm aware sometimes you may not have binoculars. I'm not sure if you can get any very early in the game about the Courier Stash add-on. I don't really remember, because ever since I got the add-on, I haven't really been paying attention to other ways to get it. But try and sneak past here. Now sneak very slowly and try and get a good view on that path. Alright. Now pay close attention. I'm going over here to where these two big rocks are. And I'm going to jump in between them. Now we're making our way up this little ridge that's right by the mountain. Now literally if you go that way you will run into Deathclaws, and literally if you go that way you'll probably run into Nightkin or Super Mutants. But because it is dark, most likely they will be gone up the mountain. Very rarely a Deathclaw will see you around here. Just reload from the last autosave or save that I told you guys to save at, pretty much where this video just started. I mean, it's not too far, so it just seems really far because you're sneaking. Alright, so now we're going up against this wall here. Still sneaking until I say so. Alright, we don't see any super mutants. So you just come down this hill. I know it's very hard to see, it is dark. And I'm not going to turn my light on because that would just be foolish. Just in case. So I know sometimes Nightkin might hang around here, but they might only come out if you walk by them. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't want to find out for the sake of the video. Otherwise, I'll be glad to tear them up. Now be especially careful by these fire barrels, because they might give out your position. Now over here, you gotta be careful as well. I mean, pretty much you gotta be careful the whole time. Now sometimes when you walk over here, like the first time you walk over here, a few rocks will tumble down, and there'll be an NCR soldier corpse here. And next to him would be a single action army Colt revolver. It would just be the 357 Magnum revolver. That's what it's called in the game. So you can get a gun early, get some ammo on him, sometimes some meds, and his faction armor, which is pretty alright for the beginning, for now. You gotta watch out for bear traps. If your repair is high enough, you can just turn them off. Also, the second time, trying to get up here, like after the rocks have already fallen past the soldier, and you try and walk back up here again, a big boulder will fall. Just get out of the way. The boulder will go away. Now, like I said, you can either disarm these, or you can just avoid them. Now, this is another area where a death blow might pop out. Sometimes one will hang out on top of the mountain with the super mutants and the Nightkin. My luck is 2. So, if I go through here with relative ease, you should go through here like nothing. Because most people put their luck higher. Now pretty soon you'll be able to just run. Very soon you'll be able to just run. Right now it's still sneaking because, you know, we got those, jump up on these rocks right here, like you just saw. Just kind of skim through here. But anyway, yep, like I said, just getting that across, we can run soon. Trying to do this during the day would be pretty hectic. I mean, you probably wouldn't even be here right now unless you actually sat there at level 1 and tried fighting the super mutants and Nightkin. You would get some really good weapons from them, but it wouldn't be worth it. Okay, now you can run. Yep, you can run. Sometimes I go into sneak just so I could see if anything notices me. Let's go right down this side of the mountain here. Try not to just drop down, you'll obviously just get hurt. We're almost at our destination. If you just follow this road, chances are you'll run into nothing. Now, around this point, instead of just going north, you can actually turn back and go to the 188 trading post, and sell and buy whatever you may need, and then continue up north. The Grub and Gulp is actually a really good checkpoint as well, because you can actually rest, get food, make food, buy water, you know, whatever. It's a good resting place. There's usually barely any enemies there, especially at the point of the game where you're level 1. Just east, you'll find a bunch of bighorners, but I would stay clear of them at this lower level because they will beat you down at a very early level of the game. They'll knock you down and just keep beating on you. And normally they won't go after you. Normally they're harmless, but if they're like red on the radar, just stay away from them. There's usually the adult males that do that. All right, so here we are. We're at our checkpoint, the second checkpoint. And I've already had rest, just in case. Doesn't matter how long you rest, just rest. Oh, I did not realize the camera fell down a bit. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next part.